Welcome back to the second section on being a shepherd-hearted leader. Again, this is Dr. Lori Dykstra, pastor and leadership development director at Emmanuel. You've taken some time now to read some scriptures on what it means to become a shepherd-hearted leader. And first we see in John 10:14 that Jesus is our example as the good shepherd. As you looked through the scriptures, hopefully here are some of the things that you came up with. In Isaiah 40, we see that a shepherd is someone who protects their sheep, looks after them, cares for them, someone who gives security and comfort, someone who provides guidance, but not with force. Ezekiel 34 is one of my favorite chapters on a shepherd, and it's actually talking about how the shepherds of Israel were not doing a very good job of being shepherds. But it outlines there some very key things that we should be as a shepherd-hearted leader. We should be strengthening the weak. We should be healing the sick, binding up the injured, bringing back the strays, and searching for the lost. All of those items speak about how we are to be looking after and caring for and guarding the people that we are shepherding. And then in 1 Peter chapter 5, we see that we need to be entering into this shepherd experience as a willing vessel, not looking for a reward, but eager to serve, not using it as power or ruling over people, but really striving to be a godly example and modeling Christ-like behavior. So what does that mean for me with on a practical focus? Well, it means sometimes I need to lay aside my own needs, desires, and expectations. When I come to my area of service, I need to sort of lay aside my own life and what's going on in my own mind so that I can be focused on my small group and the people that I'm trying to lead. It doesn't mean that you don't meet your own needs, desires, and expectations. It just means for that time period, you need to sort of lay them aside so that you can look at other people. And then be aware of the people in your flock. Do you see them when you come to church on Sunday or on Wednesday night? Do you know what's going on with them? Is there a special time in their life that you want to honor them? Are they going through something difficult? You want to slip them a text that says, hey, I'm thinking about you and praying for you. Being aware of where your flock is at and what's going on in their lives. And then it requires a sacrifice of time on my part. I'm investing a certain part of my day and my time to be a leader and a shepherd. And then the last thing that it requires is sometimes I have to leave the healthy, the people that are really easy to be around, that I love pouring into because they're just asking for more and more. And I have to go look for the strays. Remember the parable of the lost sheep, that the shepherd left the 99 to go find the one. So we want to be aware of when our small group is not in attendance, if there's someone missing. Am I calling them, sending them a text or an email saying, hey, I was thinking about you and I missed you? Not making them feel guilty, but just letting them know that you care about them and that you noticed that they were gone. We have a philosophy here at Emmanuel that we like to lead small. What does that mean? It means that discipleship happens in the context of relationships. We come here on Sunday to be equipped, and it's a large group, but it's sometimes in those smaller circles that we really share the intimate details of our life and where we learn to ask those questions that really give us an extra boost to tuck in closer to Jesus and learn more about His Word and put it into practice. So I want you to think, who are the people in your small group? If you're already a leader or you know the potential area that you're going to be leading in, maybe you can think through the possibility of who your small group would be. When you go to your coaching session with your ministry head, this is one of the questions that you will want to ask them. Who are the people in my small group? If you're not serving yet, we'll help you discover that as we put you in a place of service. So you might be asking, what's in it for me? Well, I can tell you from years of investing in people's lives that there's a lot of earthly rewards as we see people that we invest in growing and maturing and becoming leaders and doing the exact thing that we're doing. They begin following Christ and really tucking in and figuring out what their purpose is. That is a huge earthly reward. But First Peter 5 guarantees us that there's a reward that's in heaven, an eternal reward. And we also know from Matthew 6 that we want to be storing up treasures in heaven, not just on earth. So when we look at it for what's in it for me, it's fulfilling our God given purpose. There's also many earthly rewards, and also we know that at some point we'll receive a reward in heaven. All right, so let's be praying about how God can use us to be shepherd hearted leaders. And as you come to church on Wednesday or Sunday or in your life group, your small group, be thinking about the people that are in your small group and how you can be shepherding and guarding, protecting them.